Good evening, everybody. Welcome back Wednesday evening. Here we are. Time for some Wednesday wood. Gonna do a little continue our Timberborn town. Let's go ahead and get it loaded. See where we were last night. I always worry when I hit one of these. And we'll load that. Get that going here. Feel like I need to be closer. There we go. All right, let's take a look. We've got an injured beaver down here. We're down to 2 injured beavers, so we should have plenty of beds for them. We've got power coming in from over here. We got food production here. We've got trees over here. We got more trees over here. Plant some of them in there. Alright, we got our bad water control. This whole section here has got to get higher. Up to here, anyway. Because it topped over. I was wondering, though, if we blast this whole row here and here, if that would open that up enough to flow. Thinking we're going to try that. And we'll have to put another dam across there. I'm thinking about blasting this too. Oh wait, that's going to have to go down too, right? Well, we'll just have to do it twice, I guess. Alright, let's go ahead and get these guys built. We've got our number cruncher running. We got 5 jobs with nobody in it. Which means that's probably got people in it, right? Pause that. Alright, so they should be able to blast that pretty easily. Still thinking about building that up. Putting water in there. Oh, hiccups. And we're doing okay on the food situation. Looks like. How much power does one of these things take? 500? Woof. 1. That is one power hungry thing, right? So 60. Wonder if we get rid of one of those and put in another one. All right, we're at a K. What were we going to do next here? That was the question, right? Tunnels? Bigger sticks of dynamite? Bots? Bot factories 500. Bot assembler 750. So you need 5 or 3 of these because you gotta have 3 different parts. So you need 3 of those and then you need 1 of these. Don't have a job without a person. Soy fermented cassava. What is making that? I mean, is it just that inefficient? That's what I want to know. Is it just that is... Let's see. Cassava, where are you? Or does it just not grow that well? I wonder if we change. Can we change that without doing a whole lot of stuff to it here? And we said, no, you can't. No. Can't do anything to it until it's harvested. Get all that built? No, they did not. Because they slacking. Okay. I don't really need two guys in that same spot. Let's see, metal parts. We only have space for 13 metal parts. Storage. What goes in? Can I put metal parts in here? Yes. What's he making? Smelter. And he is full up. Hold down the button. Oh. Huh. Interesting, said there was only one. I'll get one more of those to build. Okay. Well, we got two. What were we thinking? We were thinking bots, right? What about tubes? What's it going to cost to do? 700, 500, 1200, 1800. So 1800 for tube ways. $2,000 for tunnels. Tunnels. Ah. Don't know which way to go. Well, they have cut down every single tree except for these. What are we doing over here? No, they haven't done any of that. I don't think it's going to reach out there. Is it going to be a problem? Yeah, build that platform, because we're going to need it. Right now I have 3 guys with nothing to do. I still have plenty of pine resin, but let's go ahead and put one of them to work. Since I have one person sleeping outside. They're not going to be able to reach that. Oops. Okay. Now. I'm telling you, I'm thinking bots. These other 2 are not required. Okay. They got that going. So that's good. Let's see. I think we can slow these guys down. Okay, build, dudes. All right, where are we gonna put this bot factory? How much power is it going to need? 150, 250, so 400, 450. We currently have 2,200. Explosives. I have a feeling if we get rid of one of these, there's no way to get to it. I don't think there's any way to get into it. Yeah, I just like I like the bots because then I don't need a whole bunch of beavers, and it's only one district. I just like doing bots. I like to have as many bots as I have beavers, just for fun. But you know, bots here or something else. I don't know. I haven't really decided. Oh, I've already unlocked the bots. I'm going to do tunnels probably next once I get the points for it. Because I want to do a tunnel and probably flood this thing over here. And I'm got this for my bad tides to go away. Plenty of food, plenty of water. Yeah. Don't have a lot of treated planks. So probably want to do some more storage for them. Will they go in one of these? No. Gotta be a normal spot. Let's see. I'm also going to do dirt. So I think tunnels and dirt. Can be super handy. That's all that's going to dry out again. What are they working on? Oh, the floodgate and the industrial piles. Could add some more beavers. I think we will. We don't have anybody sleeping outside. Did I build it? Yeah. Alright, so hopefully that will work to keep this from flooding next time. Well, you know what? We got the dynamite. Why don't we just do that? We'll take that little corner out right there so there's not a pinch. There's a little pinch over here. Alright, we got 2K tunnels, dirt excavators. That's a tough decision right there. Let's see, where's that? So we don't really need this one. Not you, you. And let's go ahead and we will do double dynamite. Alright, so we wanted to get water from here to there. Could we... Is that layer... That tunnel would only go there. We would have to go... How deep is this water? It's not very deep. Let's do this. Yeah, that water is not deep at all. That is a conundrum. Well, I mean, we could do... No, I want to do a fluid dump. That's too much. Hey, they didn't build that. Build it. Oh, extract. Stupid extract. Forgot about that. Crap. Alright, I guess we gotta put our thing on here we were gonna put out here. Which was a centrifuge. I don't want to drought. Go away. Go away with your drought. I think we need to do a little landscaping here. Do some increased water depth. Apparently this explosives is... Oh yeah, gotta build that first, forgot. I was gonna say, apparently that explosives is a low priority. Am I finally getting through that? Alright, we got plenty of open spaces. They are just... got nothing for that, do they? Oof. I wonder if we just cut a channel through here, made us a little pond over here. That is the conundrum, huh? .8 days to drought. Let's see, we can build a bot factory. I'm thinking about putting it Yeah, I'm thinking right in there. Let's see. Let's pause for a second. Let's see. If we put it here. And we could, Or, well, so it's going to be 450 power. One of these makes 400. Could I build it over here? Could. Just have to move some road. Think about building it way over here. Out of the way. Alright, let's do that. Alright. Bot factories. When? Two, three, and four. Apparently the dogs are upset at some other dog. Was outside barking. Now the worst part about building a bot factory here is getting the altitude for it. Just building staircases. It's never anything I'm good at. I think we need to get rid of that one too. Oh, they are upset with something. All right. Let's see, we do 2. Or do I want to come at it from the other side? Like that. Because I think they can still get in there. Let's see. You never remember how this works. The pattern. No, that ain't gonna work. Crap. Because then it blocks it there. Eh. Hold on. Pause. Oh, right before the drought started. Finally, I think she's done. I'm gonna stare at this for like an hour. Because it's got to get to there. Oh my goodness. Why is it doing this to me? There we go. Okay. Now this one can go like that. And we'll do 2 to get up there to it. Trying to remember, just not coming back to me. Not coming back to me. Let's see. So we want to get up to there. And then there. And that path has to be connected. Like that. And then can we just do that? Nope. Even with this on there, won't do it. Because the stairs are going to be at least too high. Got to be at least too high. Oh. Hmm. We go like that. Then we'll do one there. Right there. We could do a onesie, then a twosie. And another one of these, another one of those. Then we go there. We do that. And we don't need that. Ah. Can't click buttons some days. Well, that looks like a mess, but gets them all the way up there. Okay. Drought. Even if it floods a little, I'm all right with that. Let out that bad tide of poo water. Ran over there and said, yeah, I went back. Ooh, 8 days. Quite the drought. Probably not gonna have enough water. Let's turn this off. Slow that down. And this one. How's that? No workers. Let's see what we got. We got plenty of planks for now. Not a lot of gears. Plenty of logs. Plenty of explosives. There we go. Actually, no, it's fine. Of course, now it's like you got 2 people. There we go. Build the thing that goes boom. Yeah, it'll be fine. Okay. We got 2 million or 2,000. 2 million. All right, we can do tunnel or dirt. Dirt requires a lot. Well, 200 horses, not too bad, and 4 beavers. Can basically be put anywhere. Oh. Will it not connect in the front? Well, one way to find out. I think it's going to, though. Yeah, I don't think it will. And you're looking at the way the other one connected, it only connected in the middle, so we'll say it's not going to. Alright, that's all drained as much as it'll drain. So we'll shut those. Yeah, get all those done, huh? Probably could have waited on that, since I still have 5 days to go on this bad tide, or this drought. Probably could have waited. Alright, so what are we thinking here? Dirt excavator. Then terrain blocks. Then tunnels. Dirt excavator could go... right there, I think. Or right there. I gotta build all this first. Landscaping is not a high priority at the moment, guys. Yep. Also unlock that. You know, makes full-grown adults. Which would then involve not having to wait for them to grow up anymore. Will it fit in the same hole? Yes. I think there. No. Get out here. Yeah, I'm gonna unlock it. Tubeways. We're gonna do tubeways. Tubes, man. What did we need? 1450, I think. 7, 5, 12. Oh, 18. Are we done? 3.6 days left. And food is drying out. What is the lifetime on these things? 1 day. Really? Eggplants can only go 1 day. It's a pretty weak eggplant. Corn 2 whole days. Half a day for canola. Jeez. Oh, yeah. No, they can get to it from this. No, they can't. Because that goes nowhere. Guess somebody built a building there. Can't build it there. I can build it there. I think I can get at that last one. Can I? No. What if I do? Alright, we'll do... Maybe they can reach that. Hate to see supplies go to waste. Let's make that one the lowest priority. Get those planks out of there. See if it'll do them. Don't build that. I don't want to have to destroy it. 2.4 days. And no more storage space. That's fine. Be using it at some point here. 2 days. Come on now. Come on now. They just decided to do other things. Oh. Got rid of it. That's cool. Those planks. Even make you a little road. Wonder where we put a levee here and a levee here. No. There it goes. Force that stuff up on the curb. Ooh, yeah, water's out. Shoot. 1.5 days to go. This is all gonna die. Well, we'll see how much water I got saved up here. Mangroves last 6 days. Can't put one underneath there. Alright, I want to do another one right there too. Plenty of extract? Yeah, I got plenty of extract. Am I hitting the wrong button? Yeah. Extract. You get 2 of them done. Too far. Yeah, knew it. Now can you reach it? Yes. Build those explosives. Or plant those explosives. 3 days. Love to make this stuff go boom. %. Come on now. That one's closed. Yep, that one's open. Okay. Open enough. Yay! Don't need that now. Here comes the water. Ain't too bad. Water didn't get too low. Weird. Then I saw it just run up here, stop, turn around, go the other way. we'll get plenty of food. Plenty of food. Just done that side's all they've done. Might have opened that a little too far. Or closed that a little too much. Ooh, don't get my dynamite wet. There we go. I don't think any of this is high priority out here, no? Is that the problem? Yeah, everybody's dying of old age, nobody growing up. Let's bump that up too. Yeah, it's quite the little squeeze through there. Where should we put a swimming pool? So we got two dudes in it? Yeah. We got gears, plenty of explosives, plenty of planks, plenty of number crunching. Beaver injured. Yeah, alright, still waiting on him. Let's see, how about Wait, what are we at? 2.8? Oh, nope. Where were we? What were we thinking? Oh yeah, tube ways. I can go with the fancy tube way, or I can go with the stock tube way. Let's do the fancy one. There we go. How does that fit in there? Perfect. Where would you want to go? Problem with two-way stations is they're all above ground. Tubes are all above ground. Which can be a problem. All right. I don't think. Let's see, where's it at? Ah, there it is. No, no, it says it will. We put a tube-way station up here. Yes. Okay. You know what? Just run some tunnels over to here, then under here, then up. Up through that wall right there. Which we can actually do right now. I think. Because we're not making a tunnel, we're just making a hole in the ground on that one. Where are we at? Still haven't built any of that over there yet. Don't know why they're not picking up these planks. They finally built that. Does it tell me how many days? No. 20, 50, 20. Let's get rid of that one. How are we doing? You should go get you something to eat. Oh, for the tube ways? Yeah. I can put them on platforms, but I think the the tubeway entrance or exit or whatever you want to call it, the tubeway building, the station, its only exits are at ground level. So if I was to put it somewhere, I would have to put it like here. And then the exit would be on the side somewhere. That's the only reason I'm thinking of tunnels, is so I can avoid having to build platforms and raise everything up, and because that's the big dilemma for this process. Like if I want to put a two-way station like over here somewhere or something, then I would have to run tubes all the way around all of this to get somewhere else. Like over, if I wanted it to go over this way, then I would have to run tubes through here, demolish all this, and put tubes into it. And so I'm trying to think of underneath, because unlike the zip lines that you get with folktales, which only thing you have to avoid are tall buildings, you can put those things anywhere and they work great. Tubeways, I believe, are faster, but they have that restriction that yeah, the tubes can be built above ground, but so does your station, if that makes any sense. And I guess it could be above ground for a little while and then go down underground. But getting around, if I wanted to put it here, getting around all this infrastructure, there's no way to get around all that without moving it and demolishing it and everything, which may be a solution. Because I could always put this tubeway station here. Well, let's just look at it here. Pause for a second. And then I guess these can, I guess it will connect anywhere on here. Interesting. So I'd have to either go up over this road or under it. And I could go under it with a short little tunnel, right? That's true. I have read that they can construct, but if I remember right, they're still they're still restricted to the one up rule. They can only build one above them, but they can of course build anything below them, which is ironic because they have perfect throw. You know, so I could have a tube station up here, or they can build down and reach it just fine. That's part of this dilemma with this. Do I want to go above it or do I want to go below it? And I can do below it and get over here and just tunnel straight through this wall right here. You can go in 1, 2 deep and then straight up. After I go around all that. Go right through here. I hate having to move things though, because it always takes them forever, because I always have so much going on build-wise. Like right here, they're gonna eventually get this all dynamited. Even though I could make that a lower priority. That way they will do other things other than dynamite, but I figured they would be faster at it than they are. Let's see, so, yeah, I could go above ground through all this. and just do, well, I'd have to do platforms to be above it. Platform is what? 6 planks? Make things go boom. Is it dynamite and 6 planks? Yeah. Of course, it's not going to tell me. Oh, is it a dynamite, 1 extract, and 6 planks? Okay. Interesting. I could always build I could always build the station higher up as well. It's just this whole that would make me sick if I was a beaver. Let's see how they doing on this power over here. Well, they could reach it. They're just not doing anything with it yet. And dynamiting all this. They need to hurry it up because I want to make it go boom. How much dynamite do we have? We have tons of dynamite. That's a gear workshop. There it is. Oh, it's already paused. You could also probably build that on top of there. Since I have the plug-in, which is called Human Stairs, if they can get into a building, they can go on top of a building. Or like this way, there's no scaffolding for any of these buildings here, or for any of these, because they can go in 1 and go up to 2, or go up like an apartment building. And I did build these, but you gotta, whoa, look at all that. You gotta have the scaffolding to build the building, but you don't need it to access the building. Which is an ironic twist. Like they can hit these rooftop terraces without any scaffolding because they're going in either one of these buildings and straight to the top. Oh, wait a minute. I demolished one of the... oh, no, there it is. They just haven't built it yet. Okay. Alright, so... should I build this on top of the explosives building? Or... should I build it up here? No, can't build over that. Can I build 3 over that? No. Interesting. Can't build over any of that. It would all have to be... huh. Interesting. Can't build over the plants. Platforms. Can't put platforms over anything, but I bet I can put one of these over it. Yep. These things are super expensive to build. A zipline be so much easier. Just build the zipline here, tower there, and there we are. Got planks out here already. Now, what if I built that on platforms here, and then I could run platforms out this way? Just basically right over the road. I mean, that's a choice as well. Put the station here on platforms. Then bring it out this way. How tight is that right there? Is that really tight? Is that the problem? Yeah. Time is it? I mean, that is an option. Can two boys enter a building higher than the normal? Let's see. Yes. No, because they're not shaped right. Yeah. Well, I built a new building, or new housing. I did put up a new housing building, and it's just slow, you know. And I'm slowly changing out the pods to make adult beavers. That's a bummer. I can't put that up there. Yeah, maybe. I hadn't really thought about. I messed with a little bit of the automation when I played some folk tales. Let me see. Where is? There it is. Population counter. Yeah. I mean, that might be. That actually might be a good idea. Let me go ahead. This tunnel thing. I'm dying for tunnels. Dying for tunnels. And this stupid dirt excavator. Just wondering. So they can't go in. Yeah. Yeah, I was just wondering if I brought it in to the if I brought it in one up, if it would still enter the building. But of course it doesn't. And that's the problem, because otherwise I have to do a one up right here. Just do a vertical, like right there. I don't want to build that. At least not yet, anyway. Now, do I have to put one on top of it? So do I have to do platform? Let's just pause these platforms so they don't get built. Now can I go like that? I can go like that. Okay. Now it looks like a sewer pipe. which is... Huh. Still wondering about this building over here. I still want to put one here. I'm still like... Yeah, that stupid water bill. Water's in the way. Huh. Don't build those tubes. I know it was thinking about it. I could tell. Feeling. Right, but it's if I put it behind that building, I can't get it out. I would have to go behind, and I would just have to keep going up until I can get over the building. Because it's sandwiched right between this road and this building right here. Oh, they built that one before I got it. I was going to detonate that stuff, and no, well, we'll just wait for them. Because see, I'll show you here. At the tightness. Because vertically there's no way to get through here. And there's no way to get around it because of the stuff here. So the choice is I could get rid of something like this building, move this water building somewhere else, make a hole for it down here or something, and then I could just go around. Actually, I wouldn't even need to do that. I could just go up and around out. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna have to move. It's looking like something's gonna have to move. It's a bummer you can't put platforms over plants. Let's pause that. I don't want to build it at the moment. So if we put one up on one of these buildings, we would have to platform all of this. You'd have to platform all of that. I have to platform all through here. Brain's going. Platform, so it would be 2 high here, platform, 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 3 high platform, then come over here. Right, that's the thing, is the bridges. Yeah, it's the bridges. The only thing you can put over them, well, bridges and overhangs, right, is the only thing that will fit over plants. And they will only fit over plants. They will only, how do we say this? They will overhang plants, but you can't build them in a plant area, if that makes sense. So I mean, I could do one, I could do this big one there, do one from the other side and come out that way. Because, you know, plants don't need sun. So why not build a platform over them? You just can't build the platform in the same dirt, I guess. Alright, let's blow something up. Oh, they didn't get this one down here? The one thing, they didn't get the one in the corner. Come on, beavers. Here you go. High priority. Get over there and get on it. Jeez, what were they thinking? I tell ya. Yeah, I did on my folktale. I did the whole dirt pillar with the water in the middle of it, and I did that whole thing because I wanted to try it out. And having overhangs with plants growing on them, dirt on them. It took it forever to build, but. Yeah, I am thinking about storing more water. That's why I was also digging these holes over here to put more water in. And unfortunately, my mangroves are in the way because they're jerks. Not sure which way I would go with that. I just like to run the explosives because it's fun to watch it blow up. See if we can hurt some beavers. Oh, no sound. There it goes. There, perfect swimming pool area. Yeah, I am not really sure it's worth building these overhangs yet, because they're pretty expensive to build. And we are not consuming a lot of logs at the moment. That is until they get around to building some stuff, but... Let's see. Thinking. I mean, I could lay a tunnel all through here that would flood, and then just branch it over here and fill that giant hole up over there. That actually gives me an idea. I don't know if it's worth it, but it sounds like it would be fun to have them just lay a tunnel right down Main Street here. And then hang a left and just let it pour water in there. You know what? Sounds like a great plan. I'm digging it. And we'll just hang a left right there. There we go. And then that should fill this up. It won't get any deeper than the main water. But that should be fun. Alright, back to two-way problems. Hey, they built one. We don't have any workers to build anything at the moment, or to run these anyway. Did they build the other pod yet? No. Oh my god, these guys. These beavers. 485. We'll wait until that one gets at 95 and then we'll delete it and do another one. Alright. Still thinking about this two-way problem. Yeah, I could just platform it all the way over there. Oh, what are they working on? Oh, they're working on the bot station. And you know what? I want this done first, because, you know, I want to see you guys blowing up Main Street. And build that while you're here. Okay. Now, don't think this two-way station is going to work here. Well, if I move this water, it would work. I could run it behind here. I could also put one in over here. On top of one of these, it connects to it. Quite the conundrum. Oh yeah, I guess we can build that now. Totally forgot all about that. I disabled it so that they would get the other stuff out of the way. There you go, finish it. There you go, now we got some power running. Where are we at? 3,000? Okay. There they go, they're working it. I don't know what he's going in there. I guess they're getting planks straight out of the thing. Got plenty of planks. They're stored here somewhere. Over here. Digging a hole. All the way to Beaver Town. Okay. Yeah, I'm still looking at this. At the two-way stations. Is there anything else we want to do here? I mean, that takes a crap ton of stuff. 300? Woof. Just to cap that, I mean, it's right there. But I'm using it for power. Comes another drought. Hopefully it's not a long one. I'm hoping. Where are we at? Start raising the water level. These mangroves, can they be planted out here? No, because they're submerged. Ain't that a bummer? There we go. So, I dug it. Well, let's see. I'm thinking here. If I dammed this off, or levied this off, I could run a channel over here and fill this with water. It won't last, well, it'll last a fairly decent amount of time. They're gonna, you know what's gonna happen? They're gonna get to this very last one right when the drought hits. we'll make the very last one. Actually, we'll leave it like that and we'll pause it. Just that very last one, so they don't open it right at the wrong time. That's true. That is not a bad idea. I could do, instead of let's see, what could we do? We could do a fill valve here so that it will fill it when it needs to fill it. Because buildings can be built on top of that. You know, make this last one an actual hole and stuff a fill valve in it. Hey, they finally built that too. About time. That is not a bad idea. But I'd have to be careful. Well, maybe not a fill valve. Maybe be something a little more automated. So I think it can be automated, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty sizable reservoir. I'm only playing on normal difficulty, so hopefully the droughts are not any longer than 7 days, I think. Something like, I can't remember what the number is. So I want to move these mangoes and dynamite more of this. Because I love to throw down the dynamite. Let's see. See if they can split their attention here. So maybe we'll do that. Throw a stick of dynamite on there. Pause that dynamite, because I don't want them draining this just because they feel like it. Get that water way up there. Yeah, I have looked at some of the sensors. I messed around with them. The big ones that I used was, let's see, basically the contamination sensor. And then I did a, let's see, what was it? Did a memory sensor with a, let's see, I think it was, I can't remember if it was a resource counter or the population counter. There's one of them that measures, that you can use to measure bots, how many bots you have. And so I was regulating how many bots, and then I was regulating, how many, how much fuel they were making for the bots. I can't remember what it's called for the folktales, but it's, I wanted to restrict them because they were never making enough. But then it was, one fuel factory was not enough. two fuel factories was too many. So I had to gauge them or throttle them so that it would not overproduce and have people sitting there doing nothing. So that was the idea, because you don't want I could actually put them to work. And then the contamination sensors was the big one, because I did it on the main map, on one of the standard maps, and it was, how was that too far away? Is it because it's considering them too high? Is that what it's doing? Yeah, the memory sensor is really nice, because you can set it up for because of course the problem is I wanted them to not start making fuel, or whatever it was, I think it was fuel, until I was down to 50% left. And then I wanted them to make some, get it back up to full, or close to full, and then stop. And then wait for it to get back down to 50%, and then start making it again. With a normal sensor, you can't do that. It's if you set it to 50%, as soon as it hit 50, it would start making it, or 50, it's 49, it would start making it, it'd get to 50 and it would stop. And so the trick is the memory sensor, and it has basically it's a memory sensor, and it has a gate memory. I can't even think of where it is now. And so it can be set so that when when this one turns on, it turns the thing on. But as long as this one is on and that one is off, it will wait until this one turns off, because your 50% sensor is going to turn off as soon as it hits 50. But the other one is not going to turn on until it hits 90. And so the 51 turns off, but the sensor is waiting for that other one to turn on. Then the memory sensor shuts off, and your whatever device is reading the memory sensor. And it works. It works actually really well. They must have spent a whole lot of hours sitting around a table trying to figure out all of the different uses they could have for sensors, or what different sensors they needed. Because with the right combination, you can do basically everything that you could think of that you would need to do. The ones I don't understand, of course, are why is there an HTTP sensor or an adapter? I don't know what we're doing. What they're doing, but hey, what they decided they needed those for, but for some reason somebody decided, hey, you know what, while we're at it. And so I used contamination sensors a lot. Placement is the key for them, because you want to be like with a contamination sensor, it measures bad water. And so you want to be way up here towards the source of the bad water when you're doing a dam setup like this, where you have Yeah, me either. I never really looked at them too much. I'm sure the wiki probably describes what to do with them. But a contamination sensor, you have to have two of them. You have one way up here by the source, so as soon as it detects contamination, it shuts this one off. You know, it closes your good one and opens the other one so that the contamination can flow out. Then you have another one down here near the gates. That's all it's doing is looking for that bad water to decrease to 1%, to get back down to 1%, and then you flip everything again. You have to do a lot of that bouncing back and forth for that, but it works really well. It worked great for me. How long did we get? We got 5 days. 5 days isn't horrible. I'm going to turn that off. Did I not turn that off? Oh. Stop using up all my water. Let's go ahead and pause a couple of these. Actually, well, I was going to say now would be a good time to move that, but they haven't cleared anything out there yet. How are we doing on our tunnel of water here? Time is at 9:05, not too bad. Why is there a beaver? Get out of there. You're not doing anything, you're just sitting in there. It's a job I want. Just sitting in the workplace. Waiting for somebody to tell me what to build. And then they forget to tell me. Let's see, can we uproot that? Yeah, let's go ahead and just demolish. Let's get rid of that one. And we'll move that down. He's demolishing it wherever he is. Oh, there he is. Alright, let's see. Let's unpause this one. Pause that one. And then we'll get rid of that one. Alright. Get rid of that road. Okay. So now we could do that from right there. Do the tube way over here. Don't know if that's going to be closer. But that might be the way to go. Let's see, we need tubes. And we were gonna come up over here. apparently that is way down the list of things to build. Pause that one. All right, let's see where are we at. So we're coming out of here. We want to come up over here. There's going to be a building right there. And it could do just come over here, go up, 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 platform and across there. Or platform. Just come up, 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 platform right into the back of the building. Instead of waiting on them to build that. Slowly getting there. One more day. Plenty of water. Well, they finally used up all the explosives. Well, how about that? Put somebody back to work making explosives, making boom booms. I was thinking about platform on top of platform across here. Because a single platform has got to be cheaper. Not by much. Instead of a double platform. So it's 6 for this and 8 for that, because I need a double platform to keep this level across here. Or I can go single platform. Where do I want to go? Right here? Meh. And then it's Tubeway Central. Actually, I think that one needs to be like that. Oh, that's... I believe that one should be a vertical one, right? like that. And then we'll put in another two-way station. Right there. Like that. I mean, they will get it built eventually. Let's turn that back on. Turn that one back on. There's plenty of water. Why did you not get a drink? Go get a drink. How's that? Haulers, builders, yeah. Can we build a builder's hut? Yeah. Oh. Maybe, well, I've still got 32. Because I do have one guy down here chopping logs down here. But yeah, they could do some. Give them something to do. I could put a swimming pool out here once this fills full of water. Don't know why it always seems to take them forever to go pick stuff up. Guess we could unpause that construction. Where does it put that in a queue? Tunnel. Oh, almost done. That is such a handy plugin. That shows the build queue. I do not know why city builders never include that. Alright, so drought is over, so we're going to unpause this. And we're going to run her up. Oops. Do that dynamite. Water in there, right? Yeah. It's going to take them forever and 3 days to build all that stuff. Alright. Detonate that. Let that start filling with water. Then we'll go find our fill valve. Put it right there. Alright, so let's see. Build that. Planks, metal blocks is not terrible. we doing on food? Plenty of food, plenty of water. Freaking cassava, what is up with that? That takes like forever to grow or something. I don't know. That must be like the worst plant. Should have another one of these for corn. How much excess power we got? 3 grand. We're gonna use up a whole ton of it over here. Yeah. This only takes 120. Make it right there. And he can be corn. Oh. Oops. Apparently it did overfill it. Oopsie doopsie. Hey, build that, guys. Get on it. Oh, now it's rushing back out into the river. That's hilarious. So it overfilled it and then it decided, nah, we'll go the other direction. There you go. Put the brakes on that. Our target height is going to be right there. Oh, there is no automation on the fill valve. Huh. Interesting. But if it had automation, it would say automation on it, right? Because it should say like... Am I not seeing the button? Let's see. I don't see automation on any of these. Is it because I haven't bought any of these? I wonder if that's what it is. I wonder if I have to unlock the specific sensor. So let's say, do I want to do it as a weather sensor? I'm wondering, I could do it as a weather sensor, and whenever it says drought, it just shuts the valve. I haven't messed with the weather sensor. I'm fine with it being open, I just don't want it to open during a bad weather. Or during a drought, that's what it is. The rest of the time, yeah, whatever. Alright, let's do a weather sensor. We can find a good spot to put it. I mean, we don't get anything for it. No, I want beavers there. Let's put it somewhere. Oh, well, can we And they can't reach that. That'd be like the best spot for it, but they can't reach it. Ooh, I could put it right here. Can't reach that. I don't think they can reach that. No, they can't reach that. It's too high up. Alright. Hi, doggy. How you doing, huh? Hmm? Ready to come in and say hi? What? It's almost, I know, it's almost time to be done, huh? Yeah, almost time, because we have to go to bed at some point, right? Gotta work tomorrow. And all that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You done? No? You still want more? No, you're done. Okay. Yeah. Had to unlock that sensor for the automate button to appear. Interesting. Alright, so let's see. Well, let's let them get it built first, and then we'll start deciding what to do about it. What are we prioritizing right now? The bot assembler? With that. And you guys are taking all day for that. Build what I want you to build. Well, you never did build that water. Yeah. The bad tide, I found the contamination sensor works really well for bad tide. You just have to make sure it is upstream far enough that it detects it soon enough, because the problem is there's always going to be that little bitty bit that gets in there that gets through the floodgate. So the further up the river you can detect it, like in this situation here, you wouldn't want to put the contamination sensor here in this spot here, because there would already be contamination in the water before it would shut the floodgate. So you really want it to detect up here, shut it. You know, you may lose a little good water, but better to lose a little good water than it is to lose, to have bad water appear. And then you just you flip it and you put another one closer down here, so that when it says the water is clean, it does the reverse. You just gotta make sure that, because if you rely on the sensor you put way up here to detect the bad water to shut the gate, it's fine, but you don't want it to rely on that sensor to detect the bad water or detect good water to open the gate, because when it sees good water, there's still going to be bad water down here. So you end up running two sensors and a relay, I think, something like that. I would have to actually go back and look at it, but that would end up being the direction that you would end up going, is doing two sensors, one near, one far, one detects good, one detects bad. So that one should make a beaver here anytime now. Hey there's our weather sensor. Active during drought. Okay. So now we automate this, so when it is on... Alright, now how does this work? If the sensor is on, then the target height is way down here, so it will let this drain down till there before it finally says, okay, we need water. Otherwise, our target height is this. And hopefully it won't flood again. At least that's the idea, right? Hopefully it won't flood again. Yeah, they're slowly building. They somehow managed to figure out how to reach that to build it. Maybe they're doing it. I don't know how they're reaching that. Maybe from the top of these stairs, maybe that's what they're doing. Some logic in there. Oh wait, you built that. Now, if only... Did they make that beaver there? They did. Alright, so let's get rid of that one. Where are we at? We're on... Never get enough cassava. So ridiculous. Yeah, if you would just build this thing. Did we ever do? What do we need? Oh, we need a dirt excavator and blocks. And probably a... Where are you at? Oh, there it is. Population counter. I count 2. Ha ha. 2. Where can we stick it? You probably can't read. Oh wait, it's gonna be... Oh. Gotta have a road? It's gonna be attached to something? Ah, that's odd. Well, then we'll just put it there. Alright, so if it is less than, what do we have beds for? We have beds for 60? Yeah. Oh, I bet they can. This was old 76, right? Or 16? 10. The old 10. So we'll set that sensor to... 69. Greater than 69. it will turn on. What do we do less and it should be on? Okay. Ah. So it's off. Where'd he go? No, probably because it hasn't been built, so it's detecting it as not built. Build it. Have they built any of this stuff? No. It's still farting around. We can always build a swimming pool. Where's it at? Nope, nope, nope. There it is. So let's take out this section right here. Okay, time is up. All right, it is time for me to be done. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for your insight and your commentary. I do appreciate it. I am here every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, starting at around 7 p.m. Eastern. Thank you so much for watching. And we're going to go ahead and I'm going to save it there because if I keep looking at it, I will keep doing stuff. So I'm going to save it there. And we will catch you next time.